Srimati Ramanujoy Namaha. Sri Sailesha Dehabatram Dibhaktiyadi Gunarnavam Yatindra Pravanam Mande Ramyaja Mataram Munim Lakshminada Samarambham Nathayamana Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryandham Mande Guru Parampanam Yonityam Achyutavadam Bhujayukma Rukma Vyamohadastathitarani Trinaya Mene Asmad Gurur Bhagavatosya Dheka Sintoho Ramanujasya Charanau Sharanam Prapatye Mata Pitha Yuvadayas Dhanaya Vibhudihi Sarvam Yadeva Niyamena Madanvayanam Adyasya Nah Kulapader Bahulaviramam Shrimattadangri Yugalam Pranamami Murtana Bodham Sarascha Mahadah Vaya Bhattanada Sri Bhakti Sara Kulasekara Yogi Vahan Bhaktangrirena Parakali Yatindra Mishran Srimat Parangusamanim Pranatosmi Nityam அன்னவயல் புதுவை ஆண்டாள் அரங்கற்கு பண்ண திருப்பாவை பல்வதியும் இன்னிசையால் பாடிக் கொடுத்தாள் நற்பாமாலை பூமாலை சூடிக் கொடுத்தாளை சொல்லு சுடிக் கொடுத்த சுடர்குடியே தொல்பாவை பாடியொருள வல்ல பல்வளைகாய் நாடினே வெங்கடவர்க்கு என்னை விரியன்னை மாற்றம் நாம் கடவா வண்ணமே நல்கு. Namaskaram to all. Continuing our Pashurams on the great Prabandham of Kodenachya Sri Andal Thiruppavai. Today we are in the 15th Pashuram. We are going to wake up along with Andal, the last girl out of the 10 girls. She has already woken up 9 girls in the previous Pashuram. We saw the 9th girl, and Andal also passed a great message of doing in practice. Being Anushtanam is more important than talking only. So she gave the message to us that we should be aligned with our heart, whatever we are thinking, with what we speak, and we should be putting that into action, which our Purva Acharyas call this as Anushtanam. What we learn, it should be put into practice, is what the great message that Andal has given through that Pashuram. Let's look at the last girl and what are all the great things that she is also poetically saying in this particular Pashuram, 15th Pashuram. Let's do the Anusandhanam of the Pashuram and see the meanings. எல்லே இளங்கிலியே என்னும் உறங்கிரியோ சில்லன்றழியேமின் அங்கமேர் போதர்கின்றேன் வள்ளை உன் கட்டுரைகள் பண்டேயுன் வாயறிதும் வள்ளீர்கள் நீங்களே நானேதான் ஆயிடுக ஒல்லை நீ போதாய் உனக்கென்ன வேறுடைய எல்லோரும் போந்தாரோ போந்தார் போந்தென்னிக்குள் வல்லானை கொன்றானை மாற்றானை மாற்றழிக்க வல்லானை மாயனை பாடேலோர் எம்பாவாய். So she is going to the last girl's house along with all other girls, the 9 girls together, Andal. So she starts with the Pashuram by knocking the door. Elle, Ilangiliye, she is just calling. These are all nicknames. In olden days in the higher party, calling people. So today in the modern world, we call it out as a hi there or hi dude or whatever type of nicknames that you use it for your friends. In those higher party, the language that was used is LA. It's just calling hi type of a nickname. This type of calling is also still even today in modern world. If you go to Tamil Nadu in Tirunelveli side, they even call it out people with LA, come here. So this is a word that they just use it with love. They just call people. And here she starts with such a word, LA, because she is also showing that poetically that she has already changed herself into a real Gopika. If you remember that one, she doesn't want it to be a normal girl. She wanted to be one of the Gopika in order to please Kannan. So she uses such type of words which are normally used with the Gopikas in the higher party. Elle, Ilangiliye, she is looking like a beautiful parrot, a small young parrot. How beautiful it would be. That is the beauty of the girl that she is sleeping inside. Innam Murangiriyo, are you still sleeping? We have already started at 4 o'clock, probably Andal very early morning. She started with the first girl's house. Even if you take few minutes from each of those, 9 girls have been woken up. So it should be already be a very early morning now with the sunrise that's going to come. Innam Murangiriyo, are you still sleeping? Then it's a very important concept here. So far, in all the Pashurams, we only implicitly learned the conversation between the girls or Andal who is standing outside and the girl that is sleeping inside. through the words that whatever the Pashuram was telling, we thought that this should have been the question that Andal would have asked, or this should be the answer that or the question that the girl would have asked from inside. There was no conversational thing which explicitly stated. But in this Pashuram, the conversation between the Andal and the girl standing outside, and the girl who is sleeping inside, the conversation goes each line. So there is an explicit conversation poetically Shri brings in this Pashuram here. So first line, the girls outside, Ele, Ilangiliye, Innum Urangiriyo, are you still sleeping? Knocking the door. Then the second line, the answer comes back from the girl who is there. Sillandadiyen mean Nangamir. Sillandadiyen mean Nangamir. Podargindren. Sillandadiyen means don't get annoyed and keep knocking my door. I understand that you have come to wake me up, but you look like annoyed and the way that you are. So she is telling, don't get annoyed. I'm getting ready. I'm just wanted to get up. Podargindren. She is telling, I'm just getting up from my bed. So please wait. So sometimes if you go there, you are in an urgency because all the girls, Andal and other girls, they have already come prepared. They are in the urgency to go to Kannan, so to get his prabhavam. So in that urgency, they are just in the excitement. They are doing, please come out, get up quickly. Sometimes we say that. And then the answer comes from the inside girl. I'm getting up. Don't get so excited. Don't get so annoyed and call me. And then I'm getting it up. She is telling the answer. Sillandare means that not with so much of excitement and annoyment. Please cool down. That's how she is telling from inside. Then the outside girl starts to tell. Vallai un katturegal, pande un vayaridum. We all know that one. You always tell like this, 1 minute, and we know that one. How well you smartly make us wait. She's telling, Vallai un katturegal, pande un vayaridum. We understand how well you will manage us. So you are very smart. Okay. And then you will keep on telling that one, I'm coming, and making a few minutes. So you could also see that in the normal life, when you are going and calling somebody or you are giving work to somebody, they immediately react, a minute please. But the minute doesn't come in 1 hour or 2 hours, or sometimes it even being forgotten. So here she is teasing that girl inside, we know about you. So you tell that one, you are just getting up and you will come in a minute. But this is just a smart way of just answering us. So that is what she tells in the third line. You see how the conversation goes. The first line, the outside people are asking something. Second line, the girl inside answered. Now the third line, means then the girls and the Andal outside, they just react. You are so smart, saying that one, you wanted few minutes. Then the girl inside starts to, Vallirgal Ningale, she said, am I a smart guy? You are the smart people who have come so early into front of my house and you are knocking and then you are asking me to get up so quickly. Who is smart? Me or yourself? So she is still, Vallirgal Ningale. So she is answering that, no, I am not acting like a smart. You are all the people, you are acting like smart. You are not even waiting for a few minutes. So that is the way that she reacts. And then she immediately thinks through a great one, because she thought that they are in the very urgency to go and meet Kannan. So they are all very much in the excitement. They are in urgency. So you are very smartly coming and waking me up with very quick moment that I should come out. So that is how she answered. Then later she realized that these people, the girls and Andal who are all standing outside, they are all my friends. For what they have come, they wanted to take me along with them to enjoy the prabhavam of the great Emperorman Kannan. So why should I be showing my anger to them? Or even I do not want to show any type of a small percentage of things that I'm unhappy about what they have come for. So she immediately reacts and change her tone, the girl inside. Nanedan ayuduga. No, sorry. So don't worry. It is all my mistake. It's all my mistake. So I take the blame on myself of being late and getting up late. And also I will now make a quick wake up immediately. So she now stopped to blame the people outside, even though the girls outside They wanted the girl inside to come fast. For that, they are just giving all the type of those words. They are not really angry between themselves. No, they are all friends. But in order to make that the time should be fast and we should go and meet Kannan, so they are pushing her to get up. In that context, the Nanedan Ayuduga is a very, 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 very great meaning in Sri Vaishnavism. Acharyargal keep telling that one. If this character is there, there is no fight between anybody else. So it is not that you are making your ego going, because we should not be bothering about our own ego. That is what we already have to leave our agankaram and mamakaram, that is the ego. And when you are accepting certain type of things, when somebody is blaming for what, even if you have not done something wrong and somebody is blaming, and taking that up quickly, it solves and it stops the problem and it stops the fight between two people. And this type of a character is greatly praised in Sri Vaishnavism. And a Sri Vaishnavan should have that type of a character, is all even Acharyas going and telling. So here Andal takes that example. Through that girl, she tells Nanedana Ayuduga. Nanedana Ayuduga has got a great meaning. That means she just takes the blame on herself, whether she has been in fault or not. Even she doesn't mind. She took that blame, and that is something, is a great character. But Andal doesn't tell this one just because it is in Andal's Pashuram. How could it be applied to life here? Who has done this one? There could be a lot of questions that may be rising. There are several examples from Ramayana that people have shown that character, and we should understand those. Vibhishanan, who is the brother of Ravana, and he has not done any mistake. It is Ravana who abducted Sita and made a great mistake. Then Vibhishanan later, he leaves Ramana, he comes to Raman, and he does the Sharanagati under the lotus feet of Rama. And then he said that one, he takes a pardon with Rama, saying that one, for whatever mistakes that Vibhishana has done, Rama should give a pardon. Then Rama asked, you have not done any mistakes, Vibhishana. It is your brother. Ravana has done all the mistakes, and why should you? You have come here to be in a good part of the team. So then Vibhishana told, no. The mistake what my brother has done is also a mistake that I have done. Why? Because I was in the same tummy of the mother where Ravana was there for 10 months. I was also living in the same tummy, the uterus of my mother, where he lived. So whatever the mistakes that he is committing, it is also a mistake that it is committed by me, and that is why I'm coming and taking the burden. So the great thing, how he is taking, he has not done any mistake, but he has taken the blame. What Ravana has done is also on him, and that is a character of Vibhishana. This shows Nanedana Ayuduga. He takes that, I will take myself the blame for that. That is how Vibhishana showed that character. There is another character called Gugan. Gugan was a fisherman. When Rama was going from Ayodhya to the forest, first on the banks of the Ganga river, he meets a fisherman, Gugan. So Rama stayed with Sita and Lakshmana, therefore in Gugan's place. So at that time, Bharata, who came back to Ayodhya, that's the first time he is hearing that one Rama was being sent to forest for 14 years like this. So Bharata could not take it up. So he wanted to come and convince Rama and bring him back to Ayodhya, because Bharata did not accept the decision of sending Rama to forest. So he came along with all his people to the place where the Chitrakoodam, where Gugan was there, and Rama was staying there. So he heard of that one. So he was coming to the Gugan's place. So when Guhan, the fisherman who has not seen Bharata, who is coming with many other people, from the very far he saw that one, when somebody is coming, and he realized that somebody is coming to harm Rama, who is staying with him. So he did not know that one they are coming. Bharadan is coming there to convince Rama. So when he, at a very long distance, he has not seen Bharata, so he mistakenly identified Bharata as an enemy at that point of time for a moment. And when Bharata came near to that one, then Rama and Lakshmana explained that Bharata is the brother of Rama. Guhan felt so much of a thing because he felt that he has done a great mistake of identifying brother of Rama as an enemy, and he took burden with Bharata because he took the mistake on himself, even though he has not done a great mistake, because a normal human being could think like that because of the great love that he had with Rama. So he immediately he thought that the blame is on him. So this is the second example in Ramayana which shows Nanedana Yuduka. It is his mistake. Guhan takes the mistake on himself. The third instance, which is a very, very great example, Bharadan himself. When Rama was asked by Dasharatha to go to forest for 14 years, Bharata was not at all there in Ayodhya. He was with his uncle's house. So when he has gone to uncle's house only, all these things happened and Rama left Ayodhya. So Bharata in no way he is connected with the incident of sending Rama to 14 years of his own mother, Kaikeyi, has done that, and whatever the wrong things that he heard from Mantrai, the Kuni, and so on. That's the story. But when Bharata came back to Ayodhya, then he took that all the mistakes. Who is the he is describing? For whose mistake is that one for Rama to go to one? It is not Kuni's mistake. She has been something that for Kaikeyi she wanted to do. She is a servant to Kaikeyi, so she did her job of doing that one. So is it Kaikeyi? No. Kaikeyi with the on the son, whatever that he wanted to do it for his son, her son, she did something. So Dasharatha could not do that because he has given the two boons to Kaikeyi and he has to respect to that one. So he disregards all of them and finally says whose mistake is that? Bharata says it is his own mistake. He should not have left Ayodhya. He should not have gone to his uncle's house. Only because of that, these incidences happen. When he has, if he would have been there, it would not have happened. He would not have let it happen. And because that he went to uncle's house, the great thing of making Rama going to 14 years of forest happen, and it is his own mistake. Bharata takes the full blame of that one. Is that because he has not done any mistake of his character? So this is the Sri Vaishnavism, the Sri Vaishnavan's real character, that even if he has not done the mistake, taking that blame on himself is a great character that has been shown with Itihasa Puranas like Ramayana with a great example. So here, that great thing, Andal gives it to this girl. That is how we should see the girl inside. She is being she takes the blame. This is a great inner meaning of this particular Pashuram, and one of the fantastic character that one Sri Vaishnavan should have is what that Acharyas used to say. Now she continues, Vallaini podai, come out very fast. You have to come fast because we have to go and meet Kannan and chant his Tirunamam. What else you are doing inside? You are saying from the very beginning that you are getting up. So you are doing something else. What other job that you are doing? Please come out. Then the girl inside said, oh, I'm coming. I said, I'm already getting ready and I'm coming out. Ellorum pondaro. She's asking, have everyone come? Am I the last? Like that, no? You would also see that one when you are making somebody getting ready to go to a function or anything, then you are pushing, they will ask, is all other persons come? Why are you only pushing me? Like that, no? She is asking the girl inside, Illarum pondaro, have other girls have come? Then Andal here answers, Pondar, Pondennikul, everybody has come. If you want, come and count us. All of the girls are here. So you are the only one missing. And we don't want to miss you. We don't want to go without you. Andal's think Pondar, Pondennikul, Vallane, Kundrane, Matrane, Matrika Vallane, whom we are going and seeing. Vallane Kundrane, the one which is the elephant circle which comes and had made, that we call it out as a Kuvalaya Petam in Tamil. The whole elephants which were in the Kamsan's place when Kannan was invited. So he killed all those elephants. And that is the Vallane Kundrane, Matrane Matradika, any enemies that is coming in the place for himself, more than himself for Emperorman. If any enemies are there for his own devotees, Emperorman gets more anger. he comes with rescue of his own devotees. And when enemies are there for the devotees of Emperuman, he comes immediately. He came for Gajendra elephant, which was the crocodile was biting that one. Immediately he came rushing. He came for Prakalladan, who was a devotee. He immediately came in Dakshanam as a Narasimha Avataram. So Matranai, Matralika Vallanai, such type of an enemies, he immediately destroys. That type of Mayanai Padelo, she ends again with Mayan, the great Kalyana Gunangal, what we call it out as the several good characters who has got, whom she call it out as a Mayan. If you remember, the Mayan with which she started in the 5th Pashuram, before she starting the first girl, before she wakes up the first girl, in the 5th Pashuram, she started Mayan. The last girl, when she is waking up, she is ending up with same Mayan. Mayanai Padelo. We have to go and chant the Tirunamam of Emperuman, Mayan, with the great characters, all the good habits one can think of. It is just born from him. He is the one who is Mayanai Padelo Rembavai. Please come out and let's go and chant his Tirunamam and pray for Kannan to come. And that is what the last 10th girl. Now all these 10 girls. So now she also, the 10th girl also joined this one. It's a great way that Acharyas describes the conversational poetry that how Andal has written into this Pashuram is a great, and the great inner meaning of Naneda Nayudaga, one should not forget about, because in all these Pashurams, the 10 Pashurams, whatever we learned, in each of the Pashurams, by praising a certain glory of the girl inside, Andal has given us a great, great character and meaning and messages one should learn from these Pashurams. Is what that there are many inner meanings. Adiyan has summarized it out to give in a shortest period of time in all those 10 Pashurams, what are all the key messages that Andal has given. But with that one, she has now woken up all the representatives of the Adiyars, the devotees. Now 10 girls have been woken up. So if you remember that one, Vedam Vallargalai Kundu, that is what the first, the Adiyargals, Acharyargal who are living in this world is the first, their lotus feet are the first. With them now, Vinnor Thiruppadam Panindu. Now we have to go to the other world where Muktargal and Nityargal are there. So she is going to take from the next Pashurams those who are there. She is not directly going to Kannan. She knows the steps. Now she finished the 10 girls. Now in the next few Pashurams, she is going to go in that particular order. And then finally, only in the 21st Pashuram, she is going to wake up Kannan. Let us enjoy how she is going to do those in the other parts of the world, where in the Sri Vaikuntham or Moksham, where they do a everyday service, every kshanam, every moment service to Emperuman. Those type of people, she is going to wake up. After that, she is going to get into Kannan's room to wake him up. So we will see, we will enjoy the other Pashurams in the next part. Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Alvargal Tiruvadigalai Sharanam, Emperumanar Tiruvadigalai Sharanam, Jiyar Tiruvadigalai Sharanam, Acharyan Swami Tiruvadigalai Sharanam.